Hey everybody, it's Jim Sullivan, and if you don't
What's
know
up,
me, well you
dudes?
damn well should.
I'm gonna be doing
I've been talking to you guys a lot about what we're gonna do
video
at this channel.
on
This is a new video I
to
have
catch
here.
a predator. Where are
Tiff
they
and
now?
I helped do it. Tiff, say hello to everybody.
We're gonna
You
we're
can't
gonna
see her,
get
but
started
she's
here.
waving hello.
uh,
Tiff's hot, but
rate
this
the
will
video
not
5
be a
stars.
strip. Where are they now?
Be sure to check
This
out
is one,
my
you know,
Amazon affiliate link.
I've been making
in the
lots of
description.
videos for you guys.
Subscribe to
you
my
know,
Patreon,
and I love you all. Special
follow
shout
me
out
on
to
Picardo.
Shaman. Special shout out to Ember. Yo, Ember. I've got the best headphones money can buy. I've got a $10,000 mic. I got new software. So let's get ready to go. Here, we're going to let you know what all the predators are doing these days. I have insider information. We've done research, Tiff and I. We've interviewed these people. We've talked to the experts.
What they're doing.
We've, well, I can't really say.
A lot of these guys are out
some of
the
the stuff might not be entirely
They all went to
legal.
the same jail.
But let me tell you, this guy here is Tiff. Who's this guy? What? She doesn't know who this guy is, but it doesn't matter because this guy he didn't do a whole lot from what I understand. All right, see, this guy here is
This guy?
Lauren fucking Armstrong. All right, this guy.
His name's Marco Bologna.
I don't know who this is. It's not fucking Marco Bologna. It's Lauren Armstrong. And what this guy
I
did
was gonna see
is he wrote a book about the
a
army.
woman.
And
Oh shit!
he wrote a book about the army, about a military man. This guy spent 3 months in the Air Force. He wasn't in the army. He's a pedophile. He's a fucking pedophile. Nobody likes him. You know, I've tried to fight him. I said, fight to the death in the octagon. And you know what he told me? He told me to go fuck myself. You know, he's a fucking pedophile. We don't need his money. He's not giving money to charity from this book. I mean, what would it be? $20, $30? What do you think he sold? 5,000 copies? Maybe 10,000 tops? Nobody wants his money. You know, if he gives money to, like, the Salvation Army, I'm going to be there. I'm going to pop out of the pot and fucking punch him in the nose and say, yo, yo, what's up? Even Tiffany here could kick his scrawny little fucking pedo ass. You know, and if you don't like him, you know, then you're just a sympathizer. I'll fucking kick your ass, too.
The colonel.
Look at him waving. Look at him there. That's like a special sign right there. He's saying, hey, I've got girls under my basement here, and I'm there for sale. You can tell. Anybody that waves with their left hand like there is a fucking pedo sympathizer.
And his signature dish was a bologna, like, salad.
Oh, my God, this narrator. You can tell he's a fucking
like
cheeseburger-eating troll. Leftist, fucking commie little troll.
Dressing,
Probably
whatever.
wears
like
skinny jeans and Vans and has like a beard,
and,
fucking trucker cap, you know, pussy type.
Bologna,
you know, holding
obviously
signs out like equal rights and shit. You know, screw this guy. He's not a real TCAPist.
Because he won that competition, and he's been featured on the Food Network with Rachel Ray, and he was just on Cooking with Snoop Dogg.
Look,
and
like this guy
and
watches
Martha
a show
Stewart,
called
like
Cooking with Snoop Dogg. Imagine that.
Months
Not
ago,
even
I
just a
think.
cooking show, but he's cooking with a gangsta rapper. I mean, fucking, how good could the food be? Oh, man, and the fucking, I hear a Canadian, I hear a British fella. I mean, this is fucking the United States here. YouTube is United States, TCAP's United States, Lauren Armstrong is United States. Red, white, and blue, baby. If you don't like it, leave. All right, who's this guy? Tiff. Tiff, who's this guy?
He was jailed. When incarcerated, he
Dustin. Oh, this is Dustin McFederina.
This one.
Yeah, McFedridge. I know.
I have to be a little bit politically correct.
Politically correct. Listen
This
to this
one's
guy.
name is now Justine. Justine.
Transgender. No.
McFetridge. She is
Tiffany? Really?
Lesbian,
Dustin's a girl now?
transsexual woman
Really?
who she had a lot of issues.
You can tell he's kind of a girl
her
there,
life, her past life as a
I mean, a little bit chubby, but
as the other gender.
I'd poke it.
One of the other genders, and
You interviewed his wife, right, Tiff?
she ended up
she
having
left
a mental
because
breakdown and
Dustin became a woman.
Used like a pocket knife.
Do you
or
think
like
like me and
a razor
Dustin and Dustin's wife and you could maybe have like a
Dustin
menage a four?
had hidden in her cane
Yeah?
in prison to
What's he
slice
talking about?
open her taint
Jesus
and
Christ.
make
I hate these
like
hipsters.
a vagina.
He's not making a vagina with a razor and a taint cane.
He's trying to get out of prison now.
Wait, Tiff, you said he was
and
out.
He probably will.
He's already
She
out.
probably will God fucking damn it.
Oh, this guy talking, my God.
Because,
it's worse than Sam Pendleton.
she needs a lot of mental help. There's something wrong with her.
Yeah, but the crazy girl's
Wrote
in
a
bed.
letter to the judge
Wait, now who's
asking
this guy
if he could
talking?
be released early, given that he felt he had
Was this
learned
guy
his
Irish?
lesson. In the same letter, he also requested
Letter?
that a personal hot tub and masseuse be made
Ooh,
available.
a personal
if
hot
he
tub
was
and
made to
masseuse,
carry
Tiff.
out
That sounds
his
fucking
sentence.
hot. Let me tell you about the
Unsurprisingly,
trolls.
The judge refused all requests.
You know, they put messages
In
on
total,
there
he
that they're
served
going to
8
kick me in the
years for
pants,
his
that they're going to
involvement
kick
with the show,
Tiff in the
as
pants
well
when
as
she
for the
wears
possession
pants.
of indecent
I mean,
images
good luck
of
finding the
children.
pants on
He was
Tiff, but
released in
you
2013
come down here and
is
kick me in the
at home
pants.
with his
I
mother.
dare you. Come down here. I have a mansion down here in Florida. You come down here, I'll fucking kick you. I'll kick you right back. Oh, this guy. I know this guy. This guy's the
This guy
Hambu.
molested his own
He's the
children prior
Hamba,
to
the
him putting in an
Himbuber,
appearance for the show. It seems that such behaviour runs in the family, as
the
his brother
Hamburglar.
So,
Yeah, he's the Hamburglar. This is him right here.
Hamburger actually
He
got
lost
AIDS
his hair, I guess.
in prison.
Oh, he had prison AIDS? Tiff,
He
why
was
didn't you
in
tell me he had prison AIDS?
seclusion. He was like sequestered.
You can tell.
because he
Listen to
was
this
a child
hipster here.
predator.
Eating
And
cheeseburgers,
because he was very old.
trolling. You know,
But he did
he's
manage
probably
to get beat
out
up at some
protesting
point.
for
And
equal
the blood
rights for the
transfusion
women's
that they
and
gave
stuff.
him in the,
Tiff, women,
in the
right?
prison hospital was
Bikinis,
tainted.
stripping. That's it.
So he unfortunately
it.
contracted
You don't even need to wear clothes. If I was president,
whatever toxoplasmosis.
you know, you have two choices.
And,
you got a one piece
and
or you got a
passed
two
away.
also
piece.
molested his children. After hiding
Wait,
from
he
the authorities,
he lost
was
his hair all of a
eventually
sudden.
caught and imprisoned. He was never
Wait, is
released
this the
and
transgender
died
guy?
a painful death whilst
Oh, fucking
incarcerated.
hamburger helper.
His death was from natural causes.
Ah.
I like how I'm leaving in all of the Cappening channel's music in their original videos.
See, this looks like a regular hard-working Joe here. I'm sure this guy was set up.
Of editing,
Jeremy
he
Todd
is
West.
still incarcerated.
Actually, Jeremy Todd West has now been
Wait.
released from prison.
Oh, I know this guy. This is the Mr. Gary guy.
So
His
this
name
is
is
an interesting
Mr.
one. This is
Gary.
actually Big Man Tyrone.
His name's not Big Man
His,
Tyrone.
his cousin.
It's Mr. Gary, and Mr. Gary was a TV minister. Tiffany actually has some things. He was worth at one point over $80 million and had a fleet of luxury cars. Yet he was caught out in New Jersey trying to buy young boys for sex. He ended up getting a term of 17 and a half years to life, and he is due out of prison in April of this year. All right, this here is Malik Washington. He was really funny because he couldn't find the Sting House and kept walking back and forth. I think he wore a SpongeBob SquarePants jacket too. He served
used to live
a
in Great
total
Britain.
of 6 years, and he
Or
is
his
now
family did, rather. And he ended up
working
moving to the States
as
I
a
think in, like,
sushi
Virginia
chef
or West
and
Virginia or some
a
shit like that. He became a pastor.
like a mall, kind of a strip mall Japanese
This one is
restaurant.
also still in prison and will not be seeing
Wait, who's
freedom
this guy? This is
anytime
Mr.
soon.
Gary again.
His sentence, 25 years.
You seem concerned about seeing those TV shows.
Oh, see
of
now
people
this
getting
guy
caught.
was in the Air Force, you know,
Have you
and you
watched
know who
those
else was in the Air Force?
No, sir.
Lauren fucking Armstrong,
'Cause
that
you're about to be
fucking
on one.
pussy, baby fucking rapist, virgin,
So this
whiny
guy-
mama's boy. Same kind of guy. Look at that. He's wearing a NASCAR hat. Who else wears NASCAR hats? Lauren fucking Armstrong.
He
Okay.
ended up, there was a
Who
mix-up
sweats all the time?
and he ended up
Lauren
getting deployed to
fucking
Iraq.
Armstrong.
before the military police could track him down.
Jesus Christ, Bagler, finish the fucking cheeseburger. Let's go.
And he actually died in a helicopter crash. He was in the Air Force.
Tiffany, give me a Coca-Cola. Don't be fucking lazy.
So,
Let's go.
I mean,
Snap,
he's
snap.
in hell now anyway, so it don't really matter.
No, not a
He died in
Pepsi.
prison
A
after he
Coke.
stopped
A
taking
Coca-Cola,
his
you
medication.
fucking bitch.
He avoided facing child porn charges due to his death, and his
Jesus,
family
you tell the
received
girl
a
to get you
payout
fucking
from the
Coke and she
insurance
rolls her eyes. I mean, fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, here, this guy. This
Thomas
guy.
Morrison actually
This
has
guy is
dialysis,
Dr.
is
Maurice
living with his
Wolin,
mother still in
and he
Florida,
is a cancer
and is
doctor, or
not
he
in good
was.
health. He
That is accurate.
suffers from jock
All right, here's Jeff Stacy.
served several years
Jeff
in prison.
Stacy
After his
sounded like
release,
Mickey
he
Mouse.
took a job
For a brief
And,
time, Meat Rocket actually had his own YouTube
He actually
channel
beat the
where he
charges
live
and
streamed
blamed it on all the years he spent in the Mickey Mouse costume in Disney World, how it fucked with his head.
I sent. I didn't
So this guy
David Schumacher here.
actually went after a community member and forced him to.
He's the one that got that guy
suicide.
Nick Bagler and hog-tied him. Put a ball gag in his mouth
gay
and a big dildo, and made him say, "My name is Nick Bagler," and
video.
please put Danny up
sharing
my ass.
websites.
They filmed this.
streaming.
It was on YouTube. It had over 1 million views. I have a copy. I will be happy to send it to you.
Or
but you have to
Chatterbait.
shoot me an email
He
at
has an adult friend
Jimmy
finder
Sullivan at AOL.com
And he,
.org, and I
he
will
doesn't
just do
seem
quick
to
editing
understand
on this.
what,
I'll do some editing and I'll
what
get it out to you
circumference is.
ASAP.
He's been captured on video numerous times saying that his penis is 8 inches in circumference,
Listen to this guy talking about
as opposed to 8 inches
men's
long.
penises. Who wants
both
to hear
of
about
which are
men's
untrue.
Penises? Tiffany, shut up.
But nobody donates tokens
Tiffany,
to
I'm
his
12
live streams
inches,
anyway,
12
so
and a
it
half.
doesn't really matter.
12 and a half
So
inches. You
one
have to
year
get a
in prison,
ruler. I
after
beat the
his release, he
ruler,
managed to cure
and then there's like a
himself
half inch little like hanging
He now
over
works
off the
with his
ruler.
family.
So that's how I know. It's 12 and a half.
14-year-old girl, you got cool with.
Oh, this is John
Lost his
Kennelly.
job at
He
a
fucking went to
firearm
McDonald's
company.
naked, this guy. And they actually had to close down the McDonald's after he went because it was just so fucking disgusting to have a naked guy in a McDonald's eating fucking cheeseburgers and french fries. Fucking troll. Kick his fucking ass. Oh, here, this guy. I know this guy. This guy is Kevin Westeros. And we did a lot of research on Kevin Westeros.
Is Kevin?
And it turned out, before he was on the
He
show,
was,
he was like
formerly in
his
the
dad
Marines.
was like president of something, and he would drink a lot and spend a lot of time
during
with hookers.
service.
And then he
What was it, Panama?
got a big, like in a fight, he got his face scarred
He
up,
was
right,
one
Tiff?
of the divers.
Tiff, you don't
in,
even know what
the
you're talking
first
about,
Part of the
right?
invasion force.
Tiff, we'll talk. We'll deal with you
and
later.
he ended
all right?
up
Where's my fucking Coca-Cola?
Getting
So,
his legs.
He actually
essentially
then
blown
teamed
off
up
at the
with
knees,
a guy named Jon
when
Snow or
a
something like that,
paramilitary
and they
threw a
they're trying to get
grenade
back into
the
power.
water as he was.
He's also
exiting
known
from
as
it.
the Imp.
So they sewed back
That's what they
on
called
his
him, yeah.
legs, but they were only able to do so at the knee joint. So he doesn't have any knees. It's just thighs.
So guys, if you're ever down in Florida,
He
I got a whole spread here. I got
was
like
butt
8
raped
bedrooms. You can
in
come down
prison.
whenever you want. Tiff will hook you up. I'll have Tiff
But
give
he
massages.
lives on a
We'll shoot
on a
my
government
guns. I got a
pension now
boat. I'm living the life
because
down
of
here.
his status
Just
as
fucking come
as
down. Come down to Florida.
as a
Look me
wounded
up.
veteran.
Jimmy Sullivan. Jimmy Sullivan at
He had
AOL.org.
prior convictions for less than
Kevin
2 years.
Westerbeck actually has phone sex now with
Following this
somebody he believes is named Dorothy.
Dorothy sounds hot. All right, this is Jay Reffner. He was a professional, like, clown. Like, he would, dress up and go to kids' parties and make balloon tricks. He kept, like, kids' toys in his truck, McDonald's food, books, kids'
So Jeff
books.
Stacy,
And
he
actually is even more popular now that he got
Jeff
out of
Stacy
jail.
didn't know this at the time.
It's
but,
breaking his RSO, and I'm
saying
trying to
that
track
he
him
was
down and get him
suicidal
back in jail.
ended up
But he's still doing the
causing
kids'
him to
birthday
be
parties, and the parents
put
are
in a
dig this
mental
stuff.
mental institution instead of a prison, and he has no possibility for removal until
His
his
headphone is
therapists
great. I know I'm
and
coming
doctors
through great. I just
say
want to give
he
another
is
shout
fit
out to
return
Shaman.
to society, which has not happened yet.
Biased Shaman. What's up,
so
dog?
he-
I ain't kidding.
We don't
I
know
ain't
anything
shitting.
about his stay, only that
Tiffany,
he
no, you didn't.
he is in
Big shout out to
facility.
Ember.
And
Shout out to Captain
there have been
Spaz.
other,
She makes the best videos. One day I'm going to
members
have her
of that facility
quality
who
videos. I mean, we're
recount
working on the software.
seeing him
We're working on buying some new
interacting with him,
monitors.
and
And
he's,
I
he's
got a
gone
brand new
really
mouse.
downhill
It's a silent
in
mouse.
the time since he's been in there. It's
It's going to be great.
he's
It's gonna,
gotten
think of
really
like a Wine
mentally
Lover video.
disturbed,
Shout out to
and
Wine Lover.
it
Mixed
seems
with
like
a Captain
he
Spaz
didn't
video.
have.
And
He
just
was,
the
he
production
was
values.
playing up his
My
mental
channel is
issues
going to just blow that
at the
shit up. No
beginning, but
offense
now
to
he
these
actually does
professionals, but
legitimately
my
have
channel is
mental
going to be
issues. It's
like,
very sad.
like this.
Why did you
Oh
do
yeah,
it?
this is
Because I'm an idiot.
Roberto.
This wasn't just some fantasy you got in a car and drove to this house
An Italian restaurant owner who had, prior to his
he was an Italian restaurant owner that
convicted of possessing
he was convicted
images of children.
children.
Once filming ended, he suffered the loss of his family, job.
He lost
and
his family and his job and
his encounter with the
some
show
money.
landed him in prison, where he died in 2009.
He died in 2009. Then he found all this stuff.
That happens.
Oh, and he was a chode smoker.
He had prior convictions for rape and assault.
Oh, this
He
is
was
a
sentenced
guy
to
named Damien.
50 years in prison following his
He's
encounter with
actually
the show,
in jail. He got 50
suffering
years to
horrendous
life.
So this
But he
is
has an
actually
amazing
John
lawyer.
Benet Ramsey.
There's a guy working pro bono on his case.
John Benet
His name
was
is
actually a
Furry
runaway at a
McGunnut or
very young
something.
age,
Gunny McFernut.
and
You know, but
unfortunately turned to
he
a
works
life
for the
of crime because
Falzone
of that.
lawyer team. Falzone,
He
Falzone,
was arrested
Furry
on part of
McNuts,
California's
and
three strikes
Falzone.
law.
And they're working on him
And,
getting out on the fact
there
that
was
he's
a
fucking obnoxious
report
and
that came
cannot
out
understand
of-
words or pronounce words. And
Out of the,
any one of
Pomona
those three
prison
isn't
there,
going to get out of jail. But when you
where he was
combine
caught
fucking
in a
obnoxious,
public,
inability to
or I
speak,
guess
and
a
inability to
communal
listen well,
bathroom area,
it's considered
and he
complete
was
disability, and it's almost
bent
like a free,
over
like a get out of jail
completely,
free card.
while standing upright and attempting
Damien here is due out of prison.
to give himself
like around March or
what's the
late
word?
Of
Fellatio.
2018. It's one of
he
the
was
sealed
unsuccessful.
indictments that
Physical
Donald
and
Trump has.
sexual abuse.
If you open it up,
Jean-Pierre
it'll be
Michael
his
Damien Wiltse
his
Weary is actually getting legal
what do you call it,
help
Tiff, when
now
you get out of jail?
A phenomenon
Buffalo as
often
we
seen
speak.
He'll be getting out of jail.
child abuse.
He wants
And I
the
think that's the
decoy
boy
to
that he,
smell the
boned right there.
marijuana he brought. Is there a hidden camera somewhere?
Fucking Jersey people.
haven't-
Fucking
Michael
Jersey
O'Brien
people. This is
was
Mickey Lubitz. This is like one of the Jewish guys. He lives up in Jersey, and he's the guy that
Was
brought out
involved.
the like a pot joint. He
tragic
brought out like
killing.
one of those pot joints, and got Casey. Like,
he was
super
a
fucking stoned
delivery
off of it.
man
He ended up getting 35 years for a pot distribution,
for refrigerant.
and just
He
being
was
a
with
all-around
like Hair
douchebag.
and Sears and all those guys. And unfortunately, there was a criminal
Oh, shout out to
operating in
Arrested
his
Development.
patrol area,
I hear he's got a.
and he was targeted after
Jimmy
he
Sullivan
had
video
serviced
game
the
come
house
out.
after he got out
I
of
ain't
prison.
fooling, and I ain't
and
schmooling.
he was killed. He was one of 15 people killed by the Neo Zodiac killer, who is also still on the loose.
Been on good authority that Michael Lubrano's parents are actually looking for an African gray flying around their home.
No. He indicates
This guy,
to me
we
he's
found out
deaf.
from Schumacher, was
During
very
his
stuck
online
up in
chats,
prison.
he rejected
Schumacher was
a
actually in the
15-year-old
cell next to
decoy in
him,
favor
and he
of
was
a
like, "Yo, dog, what's
12-year-old
up? What's all the hassle here?"
This is Pepito.
And Pepe
He's,
here was like, didn't say a fucking word. He's like,
he's
"I'm
actually
better than you,
Puerto
dog."
Colombian.
Like, didn't say
He's
shit.
half Puerto
I mean, he
Rico,
thinks he's
half
fucking
Puerto
all
Rican,
that,
half
but he's
Colombian.
not. I mean, look at him. He's like anybody else. He's a regular Joe. Yet he thinks his shit don't stink. I mean, fucking guys like this, fucking cheeseburger eating fucking trolls.
He actually won
come
the
down here.
loudest
I fucking dare you to come down here,
shirt
Pepe, right now. I'll
competition
fucking
in
kick
prison,
your ass. I'll punch you so fucking hard your mom will fucking hurt.
which is kind of
Get your
strange
ass down here
because
right fucking now.
everybody wears the same orange jumpsuit.
Think they can mess
He
with me?
served 9 months in prison. Once released, he decided to stay in Florida.
Well, come here.
He tried to run but was tackled by the police. He suffered facial injuries as a result. He had prior
That's Walter
convictions
Babst.
for molesting and
He was a
abusing
teacher.
his own children. After his encounters with the show, he was sentenced to 15 years. He is still in prison.
You guys ever have like
He
pumpkin pie?
served several years in prison and was released.
Oh, this
in
is,
2013.
It's like fucking great.
Kit Kat guy, right?
Year long.
Actually works in a Kit Kat factory now.
That's ironic.
After moving to Alabama.
Or is that coincidental? I get those mixed up.
I know what the law says.
He served a short
This is Walter Babst.
Oh yeah, this is Tim
He,
Isaacs. Some people call him Super Mario because he's
pretended
got
to
the
be
black
two
hair and
people
he's Italian. He's a plumber
in
and he
his,
also has a mustache.
Chat log.
So his name is Tim. They
One
call
of
him
them
Super Mario.
was getting.
Why they call him? Don't call him Luigi.
sick.
I don't know.
Enfermo.
But,
in
We call him
Spanish.
Super Mario in TCAT
And
Town.
he was like, "Hey, why don't you go meet my other guy, my friend who will take your virginity?" So that was something that
This
happened.
guy talking right now, man. Total incel.
prison sentence and is now a lifelong registered sex offender. However, he avoids complying with the terms of the register by moving
take your
to
top
and
off. We got to
living
practice.
in
You got a
countries where such
contest. You got a
conditions do
bikini
not
contest
apply.
coming up tomorrow night.
He spends time in
Spin around.
Belize, Antigua, and
Spin around.
Guatemala. He travels with his
All right,
wife
put your arms
and
over your head.
enjoys his life working as
Jump
an
up and
aid
down.
worker.
Yeah, jump up and down a little bit.
Am I going to be in trouble for
You
this?
got to work on that, bitch. You got to work on
He
that.
was granted bail, but was
Oh,
soon
this is
arrested
David
following
Schumacher?
filming after he exposed himself to
Total
an
fucking wizard.
8-year-old girl. He was
Rabbit
remanded
blood.
for several
Rabbit blood,
years
they
before
say.
being convicted.
He thinks he's tough.
He was released into the
Fuck, kick his
custody of
ass.
his
I'll kick his
parents
ass too.
in
I could fight one
2014.
with one hand and fight this Schumacher
doing a
ass with
story
another hand.
on adults hitting children.
This guy actually.
Oh, this guy was a kid. They actually had like a
was
5-year-old
friends
kid showed up at the house.
with
He got
war
sentenced
veteran
to,
Kevin,
I think,
who
6
can be
months
seen
in kid prison.
here.
And these days he is
He
a
brought him along
10th grader.
to the house with him in order to double team a decoy.
And since you have your child here, I'm not going to pursue
Hans
this.
Christensen
The father was just driving.
did not
the car.
recognize
The father was questioned and released.
the individual
The son,
as
although there's no proof,
an
they
adult,
think he had done this before.
because of his short stature.
Come here, let go of the child.
He was sentenced to 5 years following his encounter with the show. His child was made to move from the family home, although his wife decided to stand by him. He has a job.
Oh,
in
you
IT.
British people with your accents,
We're in
you're
a
so
role-playing chat
much
room,
smarter
dude.
than us, don't you?
But that doesn't stop detectives.
All right, this is Cody Green. He's the cleanest, best pleasure guy. Like he
So
said,
this is Ray
being
Wellington
with a
Johnson.
kid would be the cleanest, best
He
pleasure.
is a
But
furry
he also said that he
and
came there for
a
no reason.
big proponent
So I don't know which one to believe.
of
I'm gonna go with he thinks it's clean and
of
pleasurable.
creating your own references during role playing. He was recently featured on Fur Affinity's staff forum interview, where he talked at length about the value
Tiff,
of
Tiff,
making your
give me my
own
gun.
reference
my gun.
for your character
You know,
when you're
fucking
engaging
come
in
down
erotic
here.
role
See this
play.
gun right here? Fucking blow your head off.
He
You try it.
frequents
You try
Yiftstar
it, fucking trolls.
and a number of other furry role-playing websites.
I swear to God,
where
if
he
I get
can
one more
frequently
downvote,
be found
fucking closing
playing
this channel up,
the
I'm gonna
part
fucking
of
disappear.
a
And you're gonna fucking miss me. You're gonna
gay
miss me.
baboon modeled after Rafiki in inversed colors, who has a penis roughly 8 inches
Cody
in
Green looks a little
diameter.
bit like Crestfallen, doesn't he?
From catching him,
2 words, role playing, chat room, dude.
His conviction following
It's like
this
7
encounter-
words.
Hey, Crusty.
Although he has a long criminal record which involves robbery, violence, and sexual assault involving minors. There is a YouTube channel
That
dedicated to
YouTube
following
channel
and
belongs to
reporting on his
Crestfallen,
criminal
and you
behavior.
should like and
The offender himself
subscribe.
also has a YouTube
Shout out to
channel,
Crestfallen.
and links to both can be found in
Smash
the
that
description.
subscribe button. All right, this is Thomas Campbell.
He was sentenced to 5 years. He is currently retired and living in California.
Right there, put your hands behind your back.
several years ago, Daniel Allen was convicted of willfully,
Dan Allen.
maliciously, and repeatedly
Dan Allen
Allen
thinks
is
he's fucking
notorious
tough because
among
he's
the pedophile.
You know, he was the guy that grabbed the cameraman, fucking
making
grabbed that
fun of
fucking camera and
community.
like shoved it down the guy's throat
Because
and
he
punched
has
Chris in the face. He
incredibly
grabbed Ron Knight, flipped him
massive
over,
testicles.
gave him a super wedgie.
They are so
took
big
his
that
pistol
you're
out of his back
borderline
pocket,
unable
pistol
to
whipped him on the
see
back of the head,
his
and then
actual
fucking
penis.
took a piss right on Chris Hansen. I mean, I respect this
He
guy.
does not have a very nice looking penis, at least the part that we have seen.
Now back to the penis talk. What's with this narrator? It's penis this and penis that.
stalking a woman, causing her to fear for her safety and the safety of her family.
He was sentenced to 3 years in prison following his encounter with the show, and he died whilst serving his sentence.
Not everybody looks good in a
It's like
mustache.
I got
but Dan
sucked
Allen with a
in almost
mustache?
Because
Hot.
I really wanted to meet you.
You want to go for a ride? I'll take you for a ride. I mean, nothing. You know, I didn't mean no harm. I'm trying to do nothing. I should be.
Oh, what's this? What's this? A clip from,
This is
Has
Yeah.
a history of
This is-
criminal
this is-
behavior.
this is,
and
King of
been
the Hill,
arrested
right?
Many times.
This
After
is a
filming
goof. They're
Indie,
just showing this as a goof, I think.
ha sido detenido muchas veces después de filmación.
When are they going to build that wall?
Terminó servicio 5 años
he
en
served 5 years in prison.
film.
I'm pretty sure
en prison.
we've got Florida almost
que la
surrounded by the
luchado
wall.
con
We've got
Struggled
about
with
3/4
homelessness
of Florida now is
la
surrounded by a
falta
wall.
de
And we're keeping
vivienda.
all the Mexicans out.
Desde su
We'll still let the
liberación
Cubans
antes.
in, but
His
the
release.
Mexicans are not coming to Florida at all.
He's underage, yes. I see the age. Father, son.
This
Father,
is
son.
Don
You're
Cheech.
talking about fathers having sex with their sons. You talk about this like it's.
He
some
was a
sort
good-looking
of
guy
hobby.
as a
Before his
kid,
trial, he
but
decided
he
to
got a little
stop
bit
taking
heavier
his
later in life
medication.
because he's a
The
fucking
decision
cheeseburger
killed
eating
him,
troll.
and thus he
You know,
avoided
fuck you
facing
guys. You're sitting at home eating the
prosecution
chips and
So
dip.
this guy is actually
with your
a
mom,
erotic
you know,
novelist. He's famous for 2 books.
probably selling stolen goods.
Conquered by Clippy.
Going to the
And
Rent the
fapping in
Crow,
the fitting
renting
room.
VCRs.
Conquered by
selling to
Clippy is
pawn
about
shops.
an office worker
You know,
who is
so this guy
working
was like a big
on
con man
an
before he ever got
AI
caught up on
program,
this show.
which will allow artificial constructs such as
Look at these
Clippy,
big words.
the helper icon in Microsoft's Word, to
I saw porno
dynamically
once with Clippy. It's fucking
be
freaky.
given a personality. Unfortunately, there is an error in the computer program, and Clippy's personality turns into that of a sex maniac who constantly demands cyber-based sex with his creator.
It was a good
Fapping
movie.
in the Fitting Room
It was good.
is about a morbidly obese Walmart phone operator who also is in charge with the fitting room, and her crippling addiction to masturbation and the difficulties she has while balancing the life of
Yeah, but have you seen part 2?
a chronic masturbator and handing out those little tickets that they give you at the fitting room.
Prison. He would have been charged for possessing indecent images of children and molestation,
He
as
lives
well as
off
the
the
charges brought
royalties.
forward by the show.
Sir, are you going to hurt me?
I'm not going to hurt you.
Is anyone in the house going to hurt me?
Nobody's going to hurt you.
Am I going to go to jail?
He
What a
served time
pussy.
in prison
You know, if
following
that was
his
me,
encounter with
I'd
the
be like,
show,
Chris, come
and
here. You want a piece of
following
this?
his release,
Fucking
was
slug him in the
arrested in
face.
2013
And I
for the
fucking pee on
attempted
him.
rape of a
Fuck
minor.
this guy. Fuck both of those guys. I fucking beat them both up.
No, well, there is sort of an open house going on, but it's sort of a different.
Dix, you did an amazing job picking out all this music.
He has described the show as a scam. In addition,
scam.
this guy has the mind virus and believes that 9/11 was an inside job. He admits to
9/11
being
was.
9/11 was an inside job.
7-Eleven was a part-time job.
There is actually an individual named Fultoni Scalandius, a Greek man who predicted it in the 5th century BC.
Something tells me this
skeptical
narrator's
of the
pulling the
government
shit out
in
of his
general,
ass.
and possibly denies that humans have stepped foot on the moon.
Principles will be social.
I've successfully taught school for 23 years. 23 years.
He avoided
Stanley.
prosecution following his appearance on the show. In
Stanley
the later months of his life,
was
fans
the
of
horniest
show
man
contacted him
in
and
the history
bullied him
of
into
horny men.
performing gay
Nobody
He was
bullied
always
him.
ready to go.
His sons contacted
He loved
him, and they
sending
had
sweet
phone
text
sex.
messages in
Stan
the
later
morning.
died after his sons
There's a
broke up with him.
YouTuber named Captain Spaz
He was
who
so
was
winning
the
and prolific that the internet
brains
is now
behind
home
all the
to
Stanley
many-
stuff. So
Sorry.
when we all go to jail, just roll over on Captain Spaz.
Back it up.
She would bully his sons into calling him.
This is Stanimac.
If there was any bullying going
and
on,
bullied him into
it was for
Nobody
one
bullied him.
person's.
His sons contacted
No, you
him.
bullied him,
Phone
Captain
sex.
Spaz.
Stan later
One-
died
it was
after
one
his sons broke up with him.
person
Unfortunately, he was so winning
bullying
and prolific.
the many into,
He,
into having loving
He was also
son father sex.
a furry, but he was a gay furry
Oh, if Stanley
who
was a furry,
despised women. He
he would be like that old gorilla in the movies that used to be like the head gorilla.
was
But now his like, hair's
incredibly
all gray and he's
disgusted
like all
even at the
skinny
thought
and his balls
of
are like
women.
dragging
And
on the
so
floor
Stanimac
and he's like got bananas all over his face. That would
cloistered
be Stanley
himself
Furry.
in a monastery and attempted to purge his mind of the memory of all women, where he later died as a result of
But his auburn
starvation.
hair stuck around till the end, so good for Stanley. Great head of hair for an old guy.
Just for you. I loved you first.
Fucked up all the words, didn't he?
Have a special place
One easy song, and he
in
fucked it up.
my heart.
Oh, Pete.
If he really loved old Pete, he would have fucking got the words right.
Possibly sexual. She told me she was 13.
He served 4 years for his part in the show. After his release,
Who's that guy? That
he
guy
moved-
is Jimmy Roush. He wasn't on
Jim
TCAP,
Roush,
but he's got
He
the most epic of epic
was
interviews.
at one point
And a great mustache. Definitely top 10 in TCAP mustaches. Maybe top 3
on an Alaskan
maybe. Baps
trawler.
Probably got the first.
Crab.
Tim Isaac, maybe second.
Unfortunately, during an operation in which
but I could say third goes to Baps.
The
Mike Vestal too.
The trawling
crate. Top 5.
His mouth was caught by the hook, and all of his he was
Bagler,
scarred.
You're scar shaming.
Badly.
Don't scar shame.
To a nice house in Cincinnati. He is suffering from terrible health and has type 2 diabetes. He used to be a swinger, but not anymore.
Dentics, awesome music.
Oh, this guy is Michael Kay.
He served 5
He's an
years.
announcer for the New York Yankees.
David.
No.
Yak.
He was not a rabbi. He's the Yankees announcer. His name is Michael Kay.
He emigrated to Israel.
Terrible, terrible announcer.
Where he acts as the...
A lot of people don't know, but occasionally
as the cultural
certain
affairs
people will call
minister.
Up the broadcast booth in the Yankee games and
opponent of
and say Baba Booey.
Illegal Israeli settlements on the West Bank, and has been seen on Facebook displaying captured Palestinian furniture pieces
Zionists.
from apartments. That
Humanists and Zionists, man.
Forced out of their... Fuck.
Is in prison. He worked as a salesman after his release, but failed to register as a sex offender and was subsequently arrested.
He worked in a
again
barrel with a hole
2013.
in it for many years after his release.
Didn't you intend to
Maryland, Israel.
have sex with the girl?
I guess you could say I did, yes, sir.
Goes before a judge and bail is set.
He was sentenced to 24 years in prison. He is currently still alive, but is reportedly struggling to cope with life in prison.
Who the hell is he talking about? 24 years?
All right.
Nobody got 24 years in prison. Oh, he's talking
thank
about
you.
Marvin?
Please be sure to
Mr. Gary?
rate 5 stars.
Who knows what?
Buy stuff with the Amazon affiliate in the description below. Please click on all the ads that you see on this video. Please.
All right, guys. Jimmy Sullivan.
Subscribe to my Patreon account. I also have an Indiegogo going on.
How do we turn this off?
For a new series called Hunting for Pedophiles. I'll be the host. You can also find me on Linus Tech Tips channel, and yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Rate 5 stars, thumbs up, click the bell, smash the bell, subscribe, unsubscribe, click on Captain Spaz's channel, report her, unreport her, and then subscribe to her channel. In that order, please.